Well, just being in familiar surrounds and being in my house with my family and boys. But, you know, them thoughts weren't always present. The initial thoughts were, am I going to survive? And I've got to get through this first. I was pretty sure the GP was going to say, you need to slow down a bit and you could probably cut your alcohol consumption would be handy. That in my mind was pretty much what I thought the diagnosis was going to be. We got a phone call at about 7 or 8 p.m. that night saying we need to go straight in and see a certain doctor. My GP wouldn't say what it was about. We searched up that doctor's name and she was the head of oncology in Hobart, so it's a pretty restless night. And then at 8:30 the next morning she told me that I'd been diagnosed with leukaemia and treatment started half hour later. I had to come home and tell our 2 boys, which was pretty difficult, and it wasn't the best thing that I've ever had to deliver to them, that's for sure. But pretty emotional. Still is. I wasn't even aware of a stem cell transplant was a thing, to be honest with you. So, you know, finding out that that's what you'd need to do. I definitely wasn't aware of how difficult it was going to be. Even throughout the whole process of being informed and being told that this is the worst transplant that you can have, or the most intense. And I thought leading into Melbourne that I was prepared for it, but I wasn't.
My name is Mark Reid. I'm here to raise awareness around blood cancer and what you guys can do to help in this space. Cancer not only takes over your life, but once it's done that, it starts to control it. Where you'll be, how you'll feel. My only hope of survival through this would be a bone marrow transplant. This treatment involved heading to Melbourne and into the care of a specialist medical team to start further treatment, which involves killing off as many of my cells as possible and doing this without killing me. My doctors push this very close to the point. Unfortunately, at the moment, only 5% of donors on the registry are young men. This is why I'm here tonight encouraging young men like yourself to hopefully consider joining the registry.
36 million donors on the register worldwide, and I had a match with 2, which is considered pretty lucky. It was a pretty exciting moment, knowing that it could happen, but it also come with a little bit of fear attached, because the doctors had told me that, you know, 6 days later, that's going to be your lowest point. So after everything we'd been through, and I thought I'd been to some pretty low spots, but they were right. So there was definitely happiness and relief attached to it, but there was also fear and uncertainty attached to it as well, because there's no guarantees in this treatment. And my donor was asked to come back and redonate, which is a pretty rare thing to have to do. And, you know, there's all sorts of risks involved in him not being available. So if he hadn't been available the second time, I would have been in, you know, some serious trouble again. So
this guy saved your life twice?
Yes, yep.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Just a warm welcome to Skybus Oval. As we're aware that the match this afternoon is on behalf of the Australian Marrow Metro Awareness program, who are raising awareness about the need for more stem cell and bone marrow donors to save lives. Keep an eye out for the AMM team around the ground today for more information and to register for this critically important program. I'll be updating our information a little bit further as we go. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd say to anyone, and that person included, think about it seriously and make sure if you are going to commit, you commit and go through the process. It's not something that we want people to take on lightly, and I think the good that you can get out of it far outweighs anything else. You know, being able to save someone's life, I'm not sure that there's too much better than that, so yeah. Walking in here and just sitting in my lounge room with my wife and 2 boys and the dog was the most content I think I've ever been.
So from this leukaemia survivor to you, I thank you for your time and attention tonight. Strength, courage, determination. They can be all shown in many ways. I know you've always showed this on the footy field. If you consider showing these attributes by signing up to donate, that would help so many others at a time of no other option. That would be awesome. Adversity can be defeated with resilience. Thank you. Any questions?